Hey.
So.
Hörst du mich?
Ich höre alles gut.
Okay, sehr gut.
Seht ihr das Slide?
Ja,
Okay,
Webinar zukunftssicheres Lernen.
super. Dann warten wir noch ein paar Minuten. Ja gut, nicht so früh.
13:59, genau. Ja. Ah, aha.
Hmm?
The elements background.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Cool.
And it's a real one, not the virtual one.
Yeah,
Right.
here too. There are also both real ones, so we can arrange that a bit. So, but I just have a master solution cap, so we may
So,
change that also and do caps from Koolest. Do you have practical caps? Oh, really? Oh, really?
we will
Okay.
wait a second more for Mert to come in.
Yeah. Hope he's joining today.
Yeah, I just had a call with him before.
Okay.
So, aber ich
Gut.
sag schon mal was, weil wir jetzt in der Uhrzeit schon
Ja.
Zuschauerinnen und Zuschauer haben. Wir warten noch kurz auf den zweiten.
We are live and recorded. So we are still waiting. Da zumindest für uns der Moderator gerade die Verbindung verloren. Ach, jetzt ist er wieder da.
Entschuldigung, mein Kollege hat sich scheinbar über denselben Link versucht einzuwählen und mich dabei rausgeschossen. So, genau, wir warten noch eine Sekunde auf Mert, den zweiten Speaker, und dann mache ich eine kurze Vorstellung. Genau. Ich würde sagen, wir starten so um 2 nach oder so und dann 3 nach. Dass wir nicht so viel Zeit verlieren.
Selbstverständlich. Prinzipiell sind wir ja.
Ansonsten, genau, fange ich mal
1, 2,
langsam
3 sind ja ready.
Ja, fange ich mal mit der Vorstellung an. Willkommen erstmal zum Webinar Zukunftssicheres Leben, wie EdTech MINT zum Leben erweckt. Das wird präsentiert von Trade Estonia und wir haben 2 estnische Firmen, die sich mit MINT oder in ihrem Fall dann STEM-Themen beschäftigen und da innovative Lösungen für Klassenzimmer entwickelt haben, als die heute was präsentieren werden. Und zwar zuerst Omari von Praktikal und dann gleich Mert von Future Class. Und vorher würde Luise Ludwig von Koolest Solutions eine Keynote halten.
Genau. Das kann sie ja auch einfach, tun. Ich weiß jetzt nicht, ob Sie mich auch schon hören können. Ich teile einfach meinen Bildschirm, würde ich vorschlagen. Und wir starten einfach ins Webinar. Ich bin mir jetzt nicht sicher, Omari, can you see my slide or the other? Yeah? So. Ich bin mir jetzt nicht ganz sicher, ob alle das so sehen, wie wir es jetzt hier im Screensharing sehen. Ich gehe einfach mal ganz zukunftssicher davon aus, dass das so ist. Mein Name ist Luise Ludwig. Ich bin Geschäftsführerin von Koolest Solutions, gemeinsam mit Omari Loid, den Sie gleich noch live on stage erleben dürfen. Omari spricht Estnisch und Englisch, versteht aber durch verschiedene gemeinsame Termine schon ein bisschen Deutsch und kann zumindest den groben Ausführungen folgen.
So, ich entschuldige mich nochmal.
Ich habe jetzt
Ich
einfach schon mal angefangen, Christoph, aber jetzt
okay, gut,
hast du leider
dann
mein Screensharing teilt. Vielleicht kannst du einfach den Screen wieder bringen und wir fangen einfach mit dem wir fangen
ja,
einfach mit
mach
der
du, genau.
Keynote an, und dann kannst du ja vielleicht danach noch ein paar, Worte sagen. Okay, wollen wir es einfach so
Machen
machen?
wir
Genau.
so.
Also, gemeinsam mit Omari Loid, der dann gleich, die Lösung Praktikal vorstellt, haben wir Koolest Solutions, gegründet. Und ich möchte Sie gern auf ein paar Themen mitnehmen rund um das Thema zukunftssicheres, Lernen. Tatsächlich sind wir an einer Situation in Deutschland, Dankeschön für das Feedback. Ja, wir sehen alles. Ja, Dankeschön im Chat. Das habe ich jetzt erst gesehen, Christian Füller, schön, dass du auch da bist. Ähm, ja, wir stehen in Deutschland, aber sicherlich auch in anderen Ländern, in Estland genauso wie in Deutschland, vor der Herausforderung, dass wir gerade im Kontext von Digitalisierung, und glauben Sie es mir, ich beschäftige mich seit vielen Jahren, also genau genommen seit 2009, intensiver, gerade im Schulkontext, mit der Frage, was passiert eigentlich, wenn sich moderne Technologie und pädagogische Fragestellungen, sagen wir mal, in einem Klassenzimmer treffen. Dann kommen wir immer wieder in Situationen, dass man Tradiertes versucht mit neuen Methoden wieder nach ähnlichen Mustern zu lösen. Und so wie das hier auch in dem Zitat von Albert Einstein steht, versuchen wir auch die Philosophie von Koolest Solutions zu leben, nämlich ähm, sich grundlegend mit der Frage zu beschäftigen, wie können wir eigentlich moderne Bildungsansätze, digital gestützte Bildungsansätze verstehen, um moderne Lehr- und Lernszenarien Realität werden zu lassen. Und insbesondere im Bereich MINT. Und das war eigentlich der Schlüssel, warum ich gesagt habe, ja, Omari, ja, liebe andere Kolleginnen und Kollegen, Gründer aus Estland, lasst uns gemeinsam eure fantastischen Lösungen marktkonform für den deutschen Bildungsmarkt aufbereiten. Das ist die Mission von Koolest Solutions, und initiiert wurde das Ganze von der MINT-Lösung Praktikal, die wir gleich in der ersten von den 2 Praxisbeispielen näher kennenlernen werden. Und tatsächlich geht es uns an der Stelle darum, dass es nicht nur schlussendlich um die Frage geht, welche nächste Hardware können wir in Schulen einführen, sondern welche Lehr- und Lernkonzepte haben wir, um tatsächlich Lernen mit modernen Tools sinnvoll zu unterstützen und im Sinne von Zukunftsfähigkeit auch Technologien und Werkzeuge Schülerinnen und Schülern mit an die Hand zu geben, die auch künftig im Arbeitsmarkt gebraucht werden. Und dass MINT tatsächlich gerade prädestiniert ist für dieses Thema, nämlich Neugier zu wecken, selbst durch Experimente Erfahrungen zu sammeln, zu entdecken, wie Gesetze, die man im Lehrbuch nachlesen kann, auch in der Realität zum Tragen kommen. Genau das sind die Geheimnisse, die hinter dem MINT-Ansatz liegen und auch ein Stück weit hinter der Lösung Praktikal. In Estland, dem Partnerland von Koolest Solution, sehen wir das täglich. Dort wird ganz selbstverständlich diese Neugier geweckt, indem Anwendungen wie Praktikal, wie Futuclast, die VR-Umgebung, die wir gleich kennenlernen, und viele andere tatsächlich selbstverständlich dort zum Einsatz kommen, wo sie sinnvoll und sinnstiftend sind. Ähm, Dabei versteht sich Digitalisierung in estnischen Schulen auch vor allen Dingen dahingehend, tatsächlich dort sinnvolle Ergänzungen zu bieten, wo man mit analogen Methoden nicht weiterkommt. Das bedeutet auch auf der anderen Seite, dass tatsächlich Digitalisierung in estnischen Schulen nicht immer vordergründig durch eine große Menge an Technologie gegeben sein muss, sondern auch vielleicht erst auf den zweiten Blick zu sehen und zu erfahren ist. Zu erfahren ist. Und in diesem Gesamtkonzept liegt vielleicht ein Stück des Geheimnisses des PISA-Siegers Estland. Wir verstehen uns als Koolest Solutions an dieser Stelle als ein Distributor, der tatsächlich besonders auf pädagogische Konzepte Wert legt, die in Verbindung mit sinnvollen Technologien, die es möglicherweise jetzt schon gibt oder die wir noch ergänzend dazu nehmen können, dann diese sinnstiftende Erfahrung in die deutschen Klassenzimmer bringen können. Gerade dort, im MINT-Bereich, und wir werden das gleich, hoffentlich werden Sie Ihren Aha-Moment in der Vorstellung von, Omari haben, sehen wir, wie einfach es möglich sein kann, Herausforderungen, die wir gerade in Deutschland, immer wieder sehen, Lehrkräftemangel, mangelndes Interesse an, Themen rund um Mathematik, Physik und andere Naturwissenschaften, wie man genau diesen Realitätsbezug zwischen Theorie und Praxis und der Lebenswirklichkeit der Schülerinnen und Schüler ganz einfach in den Klassenraum bringen kann. Und wenn wir uns die letzte Akatech-Studie zu diesem Thema anschauen, dann wissen wir ein Stück weit, wo die Problemstellungen liegen und wie wir vielleicht diesen auch mit Lösungen begegnen können. Nämlich in der Fragestellung, wie passiert eigentlich der Transfer, wie passiert eigentlich die Verbindung der Schülerinnen und Schüler vom Unterrichtskontext zur Lebenswirklichkeit. Und genau das sind die Themen, ja, Gründerväter von Praktikal, wenn ich das mal so sagen darf, Omari, Loid und Kaido, tatsächlich als ihren methodischen Ansatz hinter der Praktikalumgebung sehen, nämlich zu sagen, wir brauchen eine gewisse Herangehensweise, um die verschiedenen Aspekte des Lehren und Lernens, gerade auch im MINT-Bereich explizit für Physik und Chemie oder auch für Mathematik, den Schülerinnen und Schülern näher bringen zu können und natürlich Lehrkräfte mit den entsprechenden ja, Handwerkszeug ausstatten zu können. Dabei sehen wir drei zentrale Aspekte, die wir jetzt auch gleich in der ersten Demonstration sehen. Anpassbare Szenarien, Technologie mit einer sinnstiftenden Komponente und eine ganz wichtige Komponente, nämlich aktives Lernen und aktives Mittun der Schülerinnen und Schüler. Das sehen wir jetzt gleich bei Praktikal. Praktikal ist nicht die einzige Lösung von Coolest Solutions, die wir aktuell schon vertreten dürfen. Wir sind 2025 in der Kulturhauptstadt Europas in Chemnitz gegründet, sind wie gesagt ein Joint Venture von Praktikal und der deutschen Firma Master Solution und sind tatsächlich auch seit diesem Monat der Repräsentant von EdTech Estonia, der Dachverband also verschiedener estonischer EdTechs und sind auch Mitglied im deutschen EdTech-Verband und ja, freuen uns jetzt, zwei EdTechs hier auch in der Präsentation oder im Webinar erleben zu dürfen, Praktikal und Futuclass. Wenn es Fragen an mich gibt, dann gerne im Chat oder auch im Nachgang. Sie finden mich selbstverständlich auch bei LinkedIn und ich stehe auch noch die ganze Zeit hier in der Veranstaltung für Fragen zur Verfügung. Und damit möchte ich an Omari übergeben und natürlich mit dem Hinweis, dass wir coolste Lösungen für den deutschsprachigen Bildungsmarkt haben. Zwei davon werden Sie gleich sehen. Und wenn Sie das Kool in Estnisch übersetzen, dann bedeutet das Schule. Und ein Beispiel aus der Schule sehen wir jetzt. Omari, deine Bühne. Oder ich gebe zurück zu Christoph. Entschuldigung, ich gebe erst zurück zu Christoph. Short introduction from Christoph and then you, Omari. Sorry.
No problem. Dankeschön. Dankeschön für den schönen Vortrag. Ja, ich habe da jetzt nicht viel zuzufügen. Die einzige Sache, die ich dann vorhin, bevor ich rausgeflogen bin, nicht mehr geschafft habe, wenn Sie Fragen haben, dann auch zu den Sachen jetzt von Praktikal oder später von Futuclass, schreiben Sie es einfach in den Chat rein und wir beantworten dann das danach, nach der jeweiligen Präsentation. Und jetzt gerne Omari, your turn.
Thank you. Hi there, everyone. Like it's already been said, my name is Omari, and I'm from Estonia, and I'm one of the founders of Praktikal. And what aches my heart by the end of the day is that we are missing so many teachers today in both Estonia, in Germany, all over the world, and yet it's so hard for new teachers to start out in the first few years because they are, at most of the times, reinventing the wheel of what has already been done and what they need to start their careers as a teacher. And as I was starting out as a physics teacher myself, I had the same problem that for the first few years, I was basically a small publishing house doing presentation, doing worksheets, doing tests. And when I saw the materials my colleagues were doing, they were kind of the same thing by the end of the day. Um, and I started out as a physics teacher from a different background. I didn't study to be a teacher. I am what we call in Estonia a science popularizer. My job was to go to schools, go to events and presentations, and light things on fire, blow things up, freeze things, light people on fire, and then explain why everything is safe and everything is cool, and try to spark this curiosity in young children mostly. And this background and my teaching career and meeting my co-founder Kaido, who is the teacher of Estonian physics teachers and author of the main physics textbooks in Estonia, we had the understanding that it's not just about the people who are like us who go to schools and try to spark the curiosity. It's the idea that how do we enable, empower teachers to achieve this level of engagement in the classroom. Because it's not just about the teacher's personality, it's about, again, reinventing the wheel, that you have to do these things to understand what you do in the classroom. And we had the imagination that we could both figuratively and literally box it up and send it to the schools. And today, Practical has two kinds of boxes. We have literal physical boxes, I will show you in a second, and we have digital boxes. And to show you what the digital box means, I will now share my screen and show you the Practical platform. As the name already says, we like to be practical and do hands-on things. So now you should be sharing, seeing my screen. Luise or others, can you confirm? Because I'm not seeing you at this moment.
Yeah, everything is fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So starting with what we are trying to digitally box up in Practical is the combination of the teaching materials teachers use in the classroom, accompanied with methodological um, comments and methodological overview on how to conduct a lesson, because we're trying to solve a problem at two ends. At the one end, we are trying to create a platform and a tool which will make teachers' life easier by being a good environment using educational technology. But the goal is that through this convenience and good tools, we want to bring in new approaches into the classroom, which will raise the engagement and which will raise the understanding of physics and chemistry and the MINT subjects overall, so that the students have a better connection with science, got better connection with the scientific thinking. So they would have something positive, the theory that the teacher in other lessons will give would latch onto. And what you're seeing right here is the first part of Practical, where we have our lesson editor, where the teacher can use our prepared methodologically commented materials like these. And our materials consist of worksheets. Each worksheet contains different kinds of activities. And these activities are meant to be done in the classroom as hands-on activities for the students. And these are prepared, so they are all ready to use as they are. But in the platform, teachers always have the option to edit. So they can come in and change all of the questions, add answers, remove answers. So it's not static material. It's meant to be adopted by the teacher if they want, but by the end of the day, they can also just press the present button and it will work to them. And yes, teachers can also create new materials from scratch here as empty materials, and I will show you that in a second. But the prepared materials we have today are for physics and chemistry. And the idea is that on this platform, for example, let's open up this experiment here. We have both the methodological instructions for the teacher on how to conduct this lesson. We have the questions and exercises and multimedia for the student to use. And this is where the experiment kits come in. Sorry for this. I will stop sharing to show you the kit just a bit, because for all of the experiments we have in the kit, we also have available experiment equipment that you can now use with the content that you have inside the worksheet. So if you need something, you need a thermometer, we have a thermometer in the kit. So it's a full solution for physics and chemistry, that you get the platform which engages the student, you get the content to use there, and you get all of the equipment you actually need to conduct the lesson. So we have in Estonia many schools today who are in the situation that they choose a lesson, they press the play button, and they start the lesson. In 3 clicks, they have a full-fledged, really engaging physics lesson that they can do in the classroom. And for now, the second part, I will share my screen again so you can see it. For the second part, we will now create the presentation, but I will not create the presentation from this. Wait, one important thing before we go to the digital presentation. Everything we do on the platform is also available as a printable version. So you don't have to create a separate version that you want to hand out on paper. You can just create a PDF from the platform itself. If you don't want to use digital tools, but want to use the prepared materials and want to use the editor to put it together. Not going into too the tactical details, but paper still makes a lot of sense and has its place in the classroom and does things that digital cannot do. But now, to show you the digital part, I will create the lesson not from this presentation, not from this lesson, but something I created on another way that has slides. So one of the things you can also do is upload your existing materials, for example, slides or PDF, and enrich them with practicals capabilities. So we added the slides, and this is a presentation link that you will get later for information about practical. And what we did is that we uploaded the slides and we added some worksheets in between, and you will see in a second why we did this. So I will create this presentation, and now if you are willing and want, you can join this presentation by either scanning the QR code or scanning or entering this web page and entering this code. And I can see that we have at least one participant here, but to make it a bit more easier, I will, okay, you will only see this window right now, so I can't share my full screen, so we'll just see my presentation. But if you want to see the student's view, you can scan this QR and enter this code at this web page. But for the first 5 participants, we will already start. So the participants right now are seeing that wait for the teacher to start the lesson, and I will do just that right now. And the lesson now should be started. If it didn't just start, you can just in case refresh the page, but now it should be started for you. And the idea is that you are now in this presentation environment where the teacher can take control of the students' slides and start moving them around. And especially if I close the sidebar, these will look like normal slides that you did in your PowerPoint or in your Google Slides, for example. But in between, you can add practical worksheets now. They can be normal content with multimedia, videos, texts, and so on. For example, here's a simple worksheet or a reading sheet showing 3 different scenarios that you can use the practical environment for. And on the next one, that's the more important thing, that you can now engage with the students. So for example, they can answer questions, and I can answer as a teacher here too. And we will see these come in real time if we do that. And if our participants also answer, we will see these jump in here. So we see that someone has used Moodle before and someone hasn't used anything else. And that's the general idea of it, that you can add this like a Hoot-like experience between the slides, that you can have the students answer and then carry on with your normal slides. And jumping forward, okay, this is an important slide to show that almost more than half of the Estonian schools already use us, and we have over 30,000 students getting this experience in the Estonian schools. And it's already been internationally also recognized what we're trying to do here. But as I said, you will get this link later so you can read these details through. What I wanted to jump forward to are more of these other types of activities that you can do here. For example, these simple drawing exercises that you can have the students draw, and again, see the results come in as the students fill in their own exercises. So it's a good tool to use for engagement in discussion in the classroom, so you can have it running on the screen. But you can also use it for digital learning and self-directed learning, that you create the tasks here and you can set it up so that they need to hand in their work from Monday at 2 p.m. until Friday at 4 p.m., for example. And you don't have to be in this environment together. And also, we have the ability to embed, for example, this is H5P from outside. So you are not stuck with just the material and technology we have inside here. And the last thing is that we also have what we call these whiteboards that you can together with your students draw on the whiteboard. So it's a collaborative whiteboard that you can use together. And the idea is to combine these different educational tools into a single good environment for the teacher and students to use so they can have this engaging experience. And here is an example of a knowledge test that also has automatically graded answers, both for maths and text. And as my time is running out right now, then the third part I will also quickly show, but from another presentation, is that after you are done with the presentation and with what the students are doing there, you can go to your presentations, and I will just open up one which has a bit more answers, and you have the grading module where you can now individually or with grouped answers give grades to the students and points, and give feedback to the question or to the student overall for their work. And if you have chosen a grading matrix, you will get like the end grade for this presentation that you can download as a Excel table. And the last bit is the question that how can you get your hands on practical, and that is through Koolest and koolestsolutions.com, where you can find practical in their portfolio and get also more information, get Luise's contact, and that's the main way in Germany how you can get practical into your school. So thank you, and I think now it's time for questions. Hopefully we have a bit left. And Christoph, sorry if I went a bit over time.
It's no problem, as I dropped out before you have the time. I can't see any, ich kann keine Fragen jetzt im Chat erkennen. Hat noch jemand jetzt akut was? Wir schicken Ihnen im Nachgang auf jeden Fall auch nochmal eine Aufzeichnung des Webinars und die Präsentation jetzt von Omari. Und
I see someone is typing.
yeah, there is a question if there's a possibility to test it for free.
Yes, so the free version of the platform allows to create 5 unique lessons and 5 unique presentations. So there's no limit on functionality, and you can try all of the features out. And if you want to do that, you can exactly like Luise sent email or coolestsolutions.com. You can reach out there and you can test it out.
So, vielen Dank für die Antwort und vielen Dank für die Präsentation. Und da wir jetzt schon ein bisschen fortgeschritten sind, würde ich, nee, da kommt noch eine Frage. Dann warte ich noch einen Moment. Dann von mir nochmal, ich wollte vorhin noch darauf hinweisen, dass wir am 19.11. ein weiteres Webinar halten werden über assistive Technologien für inklusive Bildung. Da kommt jetzt die Einladung auch die nächsten Tage, aber dass Sie das schon mal wissen, da werden die Firmen Co-Nurse und SpeakTX sich vorstellen und ihre Methoden. Und ja, ich glaube, da kommt jetzt doch nichts mehr. Nee, hier. There's a question that in Germany they're lacking the legal base for online tests in the school because of data protection reasons.
Is that the question?
Yeah, that was a question.
Or
Sorry. Yeah. Oh, it's a comment more. Yeah, I think it's a clarification.
Okay.
Okay. Gut, ich denke, wenn es da auch genaue Fragen gibt, kann man bestimmt sich nochmal ein Coolest
Ja, genau.
wenden.
Wir würden das gerne, ne? Also wir können das gerne nochmal diskutieren, auch im Nachgang, Dorothee. Erstmal geht es darum, dass man überhaupt Feedback in Form von Bewertungen abgeben kann. Das, ne? Ob das jetzt ein, ich sage jetzt mal, rechtskonformer Online-Test ist oder nicht, das sei mal dahingestellt. Ne? Aber überhaupt, dass es die Möglichkeit gibt, auch Bewertungen und Feedbacks zu geben. Ne? Das ist das, was Omari jetzt auch gezeigt hat.
Gut. Ich warte jetzt noch mal eine Minute, weil ich sehe, dass noch 2 schreiben und dann würden wir weitergehen. Ja, okay. Gut. Dann würde ich jetzt mal an. Da wäre noch.
Herr Heidenreich, können wir auch im Nachgang machen, ja?
Perfekt. Dann würde ich an Mert von Future Class weitergeben für seine Präsentation. So, Mert, you're on.
Hello. I will also speak in English. My German is very rusty. Thank you everybody for coming. I'll give you a quick overview of what Future Class is about. So I'm the CEO, also head of product and the co-founder. If you would like to anytime ask anything more, just feel free to reach out, get in touch. I'll just summarize quickly. So we have been building learning games in virtual reality for chemistry and physics for upper secondary school. We've been doing it for around 5 years. And we really tried to go about it in a way that makes it really engaging for students. And why we even chose this particular segment is that according to a lot of research, kind of the STEM subjects and the liking and the enthusiasm towards them is very important. It's correlated to success in life, basically, in very high ways. And we think that this kind of technology and this kind of experiences in the early years of when you're just starting out learning physics and chemistry in school are really helping that. And you can also see that we have a German version already live for a year and a half, and we're available in 5 languages. So we do prioritize kind of local market approach that way. And I'll just sort of show you a few videos to kind of give a sense of what the experience is like and how it might differ from kind of a regular, so to say, VR experiences, which usually they are not very I don't know, engaging from a commercial kind of game point of view if you compare them. So we try to build something that is beautiful to look at, but also that is really engaging for students. We have 12 modules currently, 10 in chemistry, 2 in physics. They are designed so that they fit into around 20. If you know the subject, then it could also be 5 minutes, but overall it's around 15 to 30 minutes, let's say, to complete. And you are actually doing things with your hand, and periodically get asked questions when you perform a certain task or solve a problem, which reminds you and kind of emphasizes what you actually are there to learn. And also this information is visible for the teacher if they set it up that way. I'll get into it in a bit. You can use PhotoClass in class, in home. You can use it when you have more space. You can walk around. You can also use it when sitting. And yes, it does require the newer virtual reality headsets from either Meta or Pico. And you can see now here different formats of being used in class. And for Estonia, actually, I'll cover maybe a couple more modules here, just to kind of get a better sense of the kind of interactions and the kind of things that are possible in virtual reality that make learning that much richer. So one thing you saw that you can visualize molecules. So basically, you can show things that you could not see with your real in real life, of course. That also includes forces in physics and so on. You can also have sorry, this video already showed. We have a few modules that are escape rooms. So you already know the subject, but it requires you to do this extra step to, in this room, you have to know how combustion reactions work, and you have to know how to carry out chemical reactions to kind of escape from the room. So these are very attractive formats as well for students. In this one, you are creating atoms. So you have, we call it the proton gun, neutron gun, and electron gun, and you start basically building atoms by shooting the particles in the middle, and you solve different problems that are required from you in the process. And you see there is a reference board available, so in all our modules you can always ask questions about the subject, and you can thereby kind of move at your own pace. And last video is from a salts module. Here as well, the student is assembling different salts, learning their names and nomenclature. I'm sorry if the framework is a little bit choppy here. Our modules are built with increasing you start out usually with very simple tasks, which usually gets more complicated over time. So usually in different levels, by the end of the module, you're able to master the learning goals. Okay, I think we're back now with the slides. Sorry about that. So company history, PhotoClass, like I said, 5 years ago, founded in Estonia. We have, besides creating the modules, we have also created an online portal, which I'll show you in a second. And we also localized, and we kind of built and tested extensively in schools to make sure that our modules are engaging. And we also have the lesson plans, which are available in all 5 languages, created or proofread rather with local teachers and tested. And these are also very helpful for teachers carrying out the lessons. In Estonia, we're currently in 12% of Estonian schools, looking to be 15 at the end of the year. Estonia is small, but still we like that achievement, and we Also quite popular in various locations in Europe and North America, and also Australia, basically in English-speaking market, and in EU also, European Union also in some German and Dutch-speaking markets. And here is an example of lesson plans. Basically, they're about 10 or so pages, which also include a test before and after, and instructions for group use. So in most cases, the virtual reality devices, every student does not have them. They are had by, you can have a few students per device. So the group lesson plans help you divide up the time, so that some students who are not in virtual reality can either help or do parallel assignments on paper. There is a web portal, which we call the teacher portal. It has resources for carrying out lessons. You can see here also how to maintain the devices and everything you would need in school. And it also has a feature called sessions. So session is something a teacher can create, and the students can then join. So all the headsets are in one organization in FutureGuess in the teacher portal. They're just connected once, and then they're there permanently. And as a student, a teacher can set up a class, and a student can join it in virtual reality. And in that case, this session is shown to the teacher, and you can see you can enter the name. I know name and privacy are big deals, so you actually don't need an account as a student for using this. You just need, you can enter the name, you can enter anything you want. So you can also rename anonymous, but the teacher can, in this case, see in real time what is happening in each VR glasses just on one simple text web page, and thereby he or she can go to the student and help them basically when they're stuck to get past a problem if there is an issue. And you can see this is quite in granular detail. If you know the particular learning module, then it's very obvious what this means. And as far as effects, so we actually have a number of studies carried out for future class. We opted not to do like a very long studies as well. I think it's often found with edtechs that the market moves so fast that it makes sense to do shorter studies. And the one in Italy that we think is quite representative of what's going on in most schools is that this enthusiasm and this engagement for students is really high with virtual reality lessons. And even the students in the back who usually are not really interested in learning, there are some people like that, believe it or not. And there is also students who maybe have trouble paying attention to things. In virtual reality, they are there 100%. So even if they lose the focus, look somewhere else, they are again back in this purpose designed environment where it's usually very clear what interesting things you should do next. So they're very engaged and usually get to much better results than expected. Yeah, and here, yeah, I think these results here, they're cherry picked. If you want, I'll share the presentation later. This is a 17-page document here that goes more deeper into these findings. In class, yeah, it looks often like this. I also wanted to add that we've been, so our software is one package, but it's just for chemistry and somewhat for physics. There is other subjects that, of course, can be really well taught with virtual reality, whether it's in art or biology or music. So we also offer this software with our partner apps, and we offer the whole kit basically. So if you're a school who does not have virtual reality devices, you can get everything from us, including the setup and the case and the software. Or if you want to get your own, it's also perfectly fine. And there are some really nice grants going on in Germany, where depending where you're located, you can get virtual reality glasses. So we're happy to provide our software on them as well. And we work, I think, with most ways you can get VR software online. We are available in every platform. Yeah, and then the pricing model. Sorry, this is maybe not like a real pitch, but just in case you're interested, we are available either through annual or lifetime subscription, where you get access to all the content forever. And we also provide a trial happily, whether it's 2 weeks or if you need more time, just let us know. We're happy to let you try out the product. And yeah, we have obviously sales materials, and they're also in German, not on this page, but yeah, if you click the link, actually, it goes to German materials. So I'm happy again, you'll find that in the presentation. And that's it. Maybe I rushed through it, but hope that was informative, and happy to take any questions.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.
We have one question, if it's working on a Meta Quest 3S.
Yeah, of course. It's working on Meta and Pico headsets. Basically, the oldest Pico is working on is Pico Neo 3, which is quite popular still. And yes, and it's working on Meta Quest 2. Technically, even on Meta Quest 1, but it's no longer supported by Meta. So yeah, Meta Quest 2 and up, it works. And also on the Horizon managed services and Pico Business Suite and everything else.
And you can get the test version via your website?
Yeah. You have to actually email us for the free licenses. On the website, you can get 3 demo modules. You can actually find it in just Meta Business Store, any store really. We are in, you just look for Future Class Education and it shows up. So, and in this version, you can try 3 modules for free, a few levels in each to kind of get a sense of what it looks like. So yeah, so this is the immediate product.
And we have another question, how it works with 28 students in a room. So your experience?
It works surprisingly well. We've had a number of such cases. You don't really need Wi-Fi, so technically once the app is launched and the app is just downloaded on the device beforehand, you are able to basically go. The students are surprisingly technically literate. They, in most cases, have no issues finding the app, launching it, figuring out the controls. It's built in a way that it's very user friendly. Also, if you're not like a gaming person per se. Yeah, so it works well. You just want to give the students a bit of room and then kind of give a brief introduction about what you're going to do. But yeah, it works well.
Okay, thank you. Noch mehr Fragen zu Future Class? So, ja. Da kommt noch was. Kommen noch 2 was.
And I think for getting in touch also, perhaps getting in touch with Luise and Koolest maybe is the first step, or you can get in touch directly with me. We share all the all the German communication anyway. So
yeah. Next question is how many schools in Estonia are using your device? You said 12%, I remember.
Yes, so it's about 40.
Okay.
So we have about 500 schools.
Yeah.
Is that math? I hope the math was right, but yeah, something like this. So the
Okay.
Estonia is small, so yeah, that's the amount currently. And globally, we have about I would say 200 plus. So the latest count.
Okay.
There's a lot of US and
yeah. And there's a question about the initial spending to get enough headset and the software roundabout.
Yeah, so getting this case itself with software is about 8,000 euros. It's with 6. I'll find the right slide on the left here.
Yeah.
It's 6 headsets inside it with the software. It's around 8,000 euros. I'm happy to send you the details with pricing sheets. But it really depends. You can also get really a lot of free stuff, especially on Meta Horizon headsets. So if you just write us what kind of interest you have, and we'll be happy to support. There's a lot of free software also out there. You can get in addition to Future Class and other like education-driven apps.
Okay, da kommt was, thanks. Okay, dann thank you und Ihnen auch vielen Dank für die Aufmerksamkeit. Ich versuche mal. Genau. Estland hat gerade auch ein neues Video rausgebracht zu den, ja, um das, ja, wie heißt das, Bildungssystem besser zu erklären. Das kann sehr interessant sein. Weitere Informationen finden Sie auch im Zweifel auf Trade Estonia. Den Link können Sie sich hier per QR-Code abholen und wir schicken auch dann später nochmal eine Aufzeichnung von dem Webinar raus mit den Präsentationen der 3 Firmen. Und weil ich am Anfang kurz rausgeflogen war, würde ich Ihnen, wenn ich jetzt gleich fertig bin, noch mal kurz ein Video starten über EdTech in Estonia generell, wenn es keine Freitag Fragen mehr gibt. Und ansonsten würde ich mich bedanken und würde mich freuen, wenn das jeweils für Sie interessant ist, wenn Sie am 19.11. zu dem 3. Webinar noch mal dabei wären. Und ja, dann wünsche ich Ihnen einen schönen Nachmittag und lasse jetzt nochmal das Video laufen. Und vielen Dank für die Teilnahme und thank you very much for the speakers and Luise.
Danke.
And good day, and now start the video.
Sure.
Start the video here. So, dann möchte ich mich bei allen bedanken. Thank you for your time in Estonia. und Ihnen vielen Dank fürs Zuhören und wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag und bis bald hoffentlich.
Thank you, everyone.